Well, hello, hello. This is another phase of the Temu review of products. This one is the seal bag, the bag sealer. Okay, there it is. There's a little button when the blue light is on. When the light is red, when you're charging it, and it does come with the USB port. And the light is blue when it's ready to be used. But, and here's a big button, nowhere in the directions do they tell you this. Because you just see, look at the little directions. I'm going to bring it right there to you. Okay. Okay. And of course the other side's in Chinese, but I'm so thankful that they put this in English. There's a button right here. Well, you don't think anything of it. Whoops, I just dropped it. I don't save it because I don't know how important it is. Or is it just for shipping of white? And I'm sorry, that little thing banged. No, sorry, I bumped the camera. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, I dropped it. Now I had to go reach it. Because for some reason, I don't know why. So I'll wait to see if I can see some other reviews. Here's a little top. It just sits right here. So I don't know if this is just for shipping. Well, I can't get it back in there. So this must be just for shipping. But anyway, they don't tell you that this cover's on top. So I'm pushing and pushing and pushing on this thing. The light ain't turning blue. So I'm just sitting here and I'm going, okay, what's the deal? So I just started messing with this and I could feel that it was turning. So I turned it and popped it out by accident, to be honest with you. And then, lo and behold, there's a little button. See? That turns it off. Now, I'm going to read you the directions. I'm going to spend a little bit of time on this because I don't know if this is going to be a hit or miss. Okay, so you press the power switch, the blue light is on. Okay. We already know that worked. Put the bag on put the bag to the location of the product sealing work area, which I'm right here on my table. Okay, press the cover, move the seal. After the sealing is completed, turn off the power. I'm assuming there's nowhere that says anything but that this is the power off, but I just now found it. As you can see, we just did it together. Okay, the bottom of the product has a soft magnetic fitting which can be attached to the refrigerator, and that's awesome, and that's where I plan on keeping it. I'm assuming this is just for the shipping part, just so the button doesn't get pressed. But I don't know, and I'm assuming it's because most of these products with USB, they're already pre-charged. So I'm assuming that's what they're doing, is just a cover so it doesn't turn on, because we got to remember this is hot. And you know how they ship everything together? If it gets caught around some plastic, that can cause a fire. So it's a safety feature, I'm sure. I really don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know. So I'm going to throw this part away because I don't think I'm ever going to need it. Because number one, I can't get it back on. Hubby probably could, but I'm not going to bother with it because I really don't care. We don't have any kids, so we don't have to worry about it. We're empty nesters. We have children. They just don't live with us. Okay, so now, and here's the precautions. When using, the light is darker. When the light is not lit, charging is required. That's a good safety tip. When charging, use the charging cable provided with the product. No fast charging wires. The charging red light is on and the end light is off. Okay. You cannot use it on aluminum foil bag, paper bag, or ultra thin bag. And there's some pictures, but they're so tiny I can't make any of them out. And I'm just sitting here, okay? When working, the thin bag is pulled quickly and the thick bag slowly is pulled. Okay. Products have hidden tools and can cut bags. Okay, it says there's a hidden tool. There's a little picture, like a little knife or something. But there's nothing that comes out on this one that shows it has a hidden tool. So, oh no, there it is. I'm sorry. Look, there it is right there. So there's a little knife that can cut your bag. So, because this bag is, I cheated. I had to go to the grocery store last night because I had to buy some stuff for today. This is my Saturday, my day off with no other activities, no other commitments, a day to myself. I like to do at least two Saturdays a month that both days are used to process and get everything ready for the next week to 2 weeks. So hubby and I both, the heat's just really getting to hubby because he works in a warehouse. So it's 3 digits here in South Texas. And he works in a warehouse that has an oven because they make molds for equipment to go in the ocean for the oil tankers. So oil rigs. So anyway, he's hot all day long, 9 hours a day. So he don't need to come home and spend an hour making a meal and prepping the whole thing. So I'm doing my part to get that part done. And sometimes I get home at my regular time frame, and sometimes I don't, and sometimes I have to go to the gym, because I really want to lose some weight, and I need to go to the gym and do that. Well, that's an hour right there. So that puts me an hour and a half with traffic going back and forth before I get home. So, by the time I get home, it's about 7:15, 7:30. I don't want to spend another hour and a half prepping and mailing the whole thing. So I'm doing a lot of, thank you, Becky at Acre Homestead. And I just forgot her name. She's at Little something. I'll put a pop-up, okay, because I forget it. But I between those two ladies, and Becky is a young mother. She's, I think, in early 30s. But she's been cooking for when she was younger with her mom. And her mom is I'll put their link on there. They're both great people. I don't know them. I've just seen them on their videos for the last year now. And I'm learning quite a lot from both of these ladies. Well, actually 3 ladies. Becky and her mom. But her mom shows on Becky's channel ever so often, but not all the time. And then this other lady, and they're just good old-fashioned cooks. This other one's, she's a grandma, and she cooks for her and her husband. Excuse me. And then she also cooks, so she's doing bulk molds anyway, for her working daughter and her husband and children, her grandkids. And she gets to watch the grandkids a lot, so typical close-knit family, which I wish we had, but my daughter lives in a whole different state with the grandkids and the great-grand. So, but we get to see them at least once or twice a year. We'll get to visit with them. But anyway, back to the point, is between these two ladies, I'm learning so much about baking from scratch. And that's the whole thing is, I want to get back to, because I never had any interest before. I want to get back to learning the basics, baking from scratch. And I've got a KitchenAid mixer that has a wheat grinder, so I grind my own flour. I'm going to be grinding my own corn so I can make my own corn flour. I'm going to use what I have already because I buy it from Azure Standard for bulk. So I'm going to use what I have with that. Then once that runs low, I'm not going to order any more. I'm going to just start grinding my own. So I am ordering whole corn to grind my own corn for cornmeal, wheat berries, soft berries to do my own flour. I'm even learning how to do gluten flour. Today I'm going to attempt, I don't know if it's going to work. Hubby found some recipes on making yogurt because, we love our yogurt, but it's getting kind of on the pricey side because that's the way it is. So found how to make yogurt in the Ninja. Now I've made it before many times, yogurt in the crock pot, which is a great method, but it really takes a lot of space. Okay, and it's a good 6 to 7 hour ordeal, which is it really isn't bad because I can just do it the night before and then set it and go and be gone. But I want to try it because the one in the Ninja is only supposed to take 4 hours. So if that's the case, I can make a whole pot of yogurt and we'll be set for the week, for hubby and I both. And then I also learned to puree your fruit, which we don't have a garden or anything yet, but I did buy my grow bags. So come a couple of weeks because we're in mid-July, at end of July. Yeah, we're at the end of July, so actually in a week or two. I gotta go get my soil and start paneling my garden in middle of August, and we'll see how that goes. But that's gonna be a new adventure. And so I want to do the yogurt. And then I got some bread, And I'm going to be making some panko, homemade panko, which I've got a couple of videos on that. I'll put a link in the description box. One of those days I'll learn how to do that little pop-up thing where the video just pops up and it shows up at the very end, but I don't know how to do it yet. If somebody knows, please let me know how to do it. Shoot me an email. I put my email address. It's rcgkreations@gmail.com. So shoot me an email. At least if you could tell me the basics of how to do this, because I've seen a bunch of stuff, seen a bunch of videos, but something's not clicking and it isn't working. Okay, anyway, so let's get back to the whole point of this quick little, I've been rambling on, sorry about that, is let's see how this seals. Now, this is foil, because I don't have any other, I'm going to try, you know what, I'm going to try this. Let's just see if it works, because I really don't know. I'm going to try a hot dog bun, which is thin, it's just plastic, and the whole point of me doing this is to quit using clothespins. I also want to use this when I put stuff in the freezer. It seals because I don't always put everything in a Ziploc bag. I'm getting better at it, but I'm still old school, so that didn't work yet. So this is foil, so let's just see if this works. But get back to the point. So this is a cutter, so you can cut your extra bag. Now I did try this already, and you see how it already ripped the bag? Okay, and this part ripped, but here's the big but. Look, it sealed it. Well, it did. Now it's not. Okay, no it didn't. So no, it didn't seal, but it did cut it. And I'm sure it's because the heat got to it. So let's turn this on. So it's on. And let's just see what it does. Because I'm going to cut this part off anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now, it looks like it can go either way, right side or left side. Of course, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so there's, you can see the little mark right there. But let's see, did it seal it? Because this is aluminum, and it says no aluminum. But actually, look at that, it sure did. Now let's see. Hopefully I don't get a big old mess. Okay, this part that I had from before, so let's just do that one. Oops. I guess I have to eat these chips that fell. The sacrifices I have to make for you, my subscribers. I'm so full of it, aren't I? Okay. Okay. So that's still there. That's still there. Oh, there's a gap there in between. And there's a part where you can see. So let's see. I think what we need to do is start on one end and then go all the way over. Let's just make one straight line. Oh, you know what? You're not even seeing me. Okay, let me start over. Thank goodness I have a bunch of this room with the bag. I'm going to start on one end. Oh, I don't need that up there. I'm going to start on one end. I'm going to get a spot. And then I'm going to, there you go, you're in frame now. And I'm just going to go smooth and across. Ouch, that's hot. Okay, so it looks like it's sealed. Let's see, did it actually seal? Hey, look, it did. I'm holding it because I'm throwing a big mess. Okay, there we go. So, this thing really works. Now let's just try it since we're here. Okay, let me get, this is plastic, it's just a hot dog bun. And let's just see, let me move you back so you can see what I'm doing. So you'll get the main gist of it. I want to make this, it says keep it flat. For some reason, Oh, there's a little flap on this bag. That's what that is. There's an one. There's a flap that's longer. I never realized that before. Okay, so well, part of it worked, part of it didn't. I'm thinking you have to keep this. I think this is one of these things that you're going to have to practice. You know what? I'm going to overlap it, roll it down. Let's see if it needs to be thinner. Does that make a difference? Actually, no. It won't even seal. So let's just grab a whole bunch and let's just see what happens. I don't see it. It did say it doesn't do it on thin. But part of it did seal. Look at that. See, part of that did seal right there. So how come that part, let me get my readers on so I can see better. Because you know what? I'm going to make this work. And you're going to watch me do it. Of course, you can always just delete and move along. Well, that one's not working at all. It's not sealing at all. Okay, I'm not touching that because I know what. Okay, let's turn it off for a minute. How come one little spot worked, but not the rest? There's not even any ridges there. Okay, let's just try this one more time. Because that was the main reason of me getting this, is because I wanted this for my hot dog and hamburger buns. Okay, let's turn the blue light on. Let's wait a few minutes. Okay, it's nice. Well, it's getting warm. It ain't working. Nope. Well, I don't know about this one because, you know, it does say can't use aluminum foil bag, but this is aluminum and it sealed it. Paper bag or ultra thin bag, and this is an ultra thin bag. So I guess for my hot dog buns, I'm going to be going back to, I usually have a little twisty tie, but I hate those little twisty ties. And I don't mind the little plastic ones where you just clip it in there. But I'm going to go back to just using this. And I'm not going to say this is a fail. It definitely isn't a plus. It's going to be in the middle. Sideways, thumbs up. Okay? Because I really don't know. I'll do a second one. I'll practice some more on some other stuff that's not aluminum and that's not extra thin. But I'm just thinking, oh, you know what? Those tortilla bags, those tortilla chip bags, they're plastic, but they're a lot thicker plastic than this hot dog bun. So we don't have any of that because with our weight program, we've been not buying chips. Because if I don't buy them, I don't see them, I don't eat them. So I guess I'm going to have to sacrifice for you guys and buy a bag of chips, Totito chips, Tostitos, T-O-S-T-I-O-S, something like that, Tostitos chips, and sacrifice and buy them to shoot a review, and that'll be in another little quickie little video. But anyway, well, I'm not going to end yet because I'm going to do, hoping to do at least 6 or 7 more reviews on one little 15-minute video, just to show you what I do have, what worked, and what's working. Oh, I can't show you this one. Here's another review right here. This is my KitchenAid mixer, and it's the cover to my KitchenAid mixer. And see, there it is right there, my KitchenAid. But this is a fantastic cover. Came from Temu. I love the little pockets. And I'm going to be putting my everyday beaters in here, but they're in the sink right now being washed. They're being dried. And and then here's, just to show you, this is what I got a project next to do. I got to grind some more wheat berries. I'm not there yet. And then this is I made some gluten-free bread that I made it from scratch. And this is my, going to be making it into some breadcrumbs. So this is going to be gluten-free breadcrumbs. I forgot to put gluten-free, but I know it's gluten-free. So I need to put that in my blender and grind that up. Anyway, we'll be back on another review. Hello, hello. Another part of the Temu review. Oops, let me move you over. Okay. This is a retractable body tape measure. I bought this. Number one, the price was fantastic. Number two, I'm on my weight loss program. I don't have a scale. I'm not going to buy a scale. I never have in all my 62 years of being on this earth, because I just don't care for it. Don't need to bother with it, because I'm very happy with myself and my frame. Yes, I want to lose weight, but I want to lose weight mostly to get healthier, to enjoy the quality of life a little bit better. As I'm aging, I'm struggling to get out of a recliner chair, struggling to get up. I still cannot get on the ground and just get right back up like I did in my 20s and my 30s. It ain't going to happen. So I try to never get on the ground for any reason whatsoever. And if I do, I need to have something to prop myself up so I can pull myself up. So that's the main reason of this. But the reason I'm showing you, because I'm not going to show me measuring myself. Ain't going to happen. But I need to buy some silicone, because I'm doing more and more baking, more and more cooking, and I'm enjoying it. So I need to buy some silicone mats. But the thing is, there's so many mats out there, I don't know what size is what. So I've got it in my phone. I already started it. And I'm going to, oh, I forgot bear with me 1 second. I need my little notepad, my notebook. Okay, where's my notebook? I have a little notebook right here. Okay, it's not here. That's okay. I'm going to write on the back of one of these recipe things, because it is what it is. Now, these cookie sheets are pretty easy. A lot of them, let me get my readers out, will actually put the measurements and they embed it on the pan itself. Like this one is 33.7 by 23.5 by 1.59 centimeters. This is from Wilson. And the English version, 13.25 by 9.25 by 0.625 inches. That's a Wilson cookie sheet. This one also has it embedded, so we're good to go there. And this is from Good Cook. Where was a sale where I bought my cookie sheets from. And once they get yucky, I get rid of them. Sometimes I make them into a craft project, so I'll cut them out with my welding kit. And sometimes I just throw them away. It just depends on what the mood is or where my storage space is. This one, I forget where I get this from. It was online somewhere. But no name. I don't even have a name or nothing. And this other one is also a Wilson that has the measurements on it. So we don't need to worry about those. But this one we do. So let's go get our trusty tape measure. And it's not a true 1 inch, because look, the one part is knocked off. It's probably in there somewhere. So I'm going to just take away 1 inch from the measurement. Now I'm doing the measurement on the inside seal, so this is on the inside, and that's the true measurement. That's where the silicone mat's going to sit. So I'm going to start this out at a 2. And it is right at 15. What's those two little digits? I have a cheat sheet. I did this from another craft project. Okay, where's my little cheat sheet code? There's my little cheat sheet of the size of the rulers. Well, what those little notches mean. So the 2 notches after the first 1 inch mark is 1/8. So this is, put the 2 right, I'm just going to eyeball it, which is close enough. Well, actually, when I eyeball this now, it's only 1 notch. So this is 14 and 1/16 long. And then wide is 10. Okay, 1 little notch after half. So the little notch after half would make, whoops, I'll just start back over. So that's 2, 10, so that makes it 9. 9, 1 little notch after a half is 9 and 9/16. So that's an odd size. So there's that one. Now the round one. This is a hard one. It took me a while to get used to this. But here's my, it will send, and it has the measurements. So this is a 14, I'm trying to see the glare, because I'm trying to not put my readers on. 14.25 inch. So that's like 14 and just a little over 14-inch pizza pan. And we know this one's smaller, and this has no name. But all you do is measure from one end to the other, because it's a perfect circle. Well, it may not be a perfect circle, but it's close enough for me. So this is at 13, so that makes it 12. This is 12 and a half. So this is a 12 and a half inch pie plate. And retractable. Don't take much to make me giggle. So this is my review of the retractable tape measure. Thank you so much. Wait for the next video to see what the next review is. Well, hello. This is Rosa, rcgkreations. How are you doing? I'm bringing to you today, oops, let me turn this around. A quick little video. I am making juice concentrate. This is part of the reviews of some Temu products. Bear with me, excuse me. I got these. I think there was there was 5 of them. There were 5 in a pack. I got the little lid. Bear with me, the camera's on a different angle. Sorry about that. And you just twist it on. And I'm going to show you one I already did. It's in the fridge already. Here we go, apple juice. This is so much compact than those big old plastic jugs that you get from the grocery store. 'Cause this is just store-bought apple juice. But what I'm going to be making today is strawberry lemon concentrate that I concentrated a pressure can, a water bath can, September 22. Mulberry juice that I did in January 2011. And some cranberry juice, January 9, 22. So that was the reason why I bought these, is so we can have a variety of homemade juices. Sorry, I'm so close there. That we get to I get to determine how much sugar we're going to use. And since hubby and I are both on a weight loss program, I'm not going to be adding a lot of sugar. So all I'm going to do is be mixing this up. And I am going to put it to a strainer, because I've made all these before. The strawberry lemonade, I won't really need to do it. But the mulberry, the cranberry juice, I will need to put to a strainer. But I want to make this a short little video. So I'm going to go ahead and mix them all up, put them in there, and then I'll bring you back for that one. And while I have you, okay, so bear with me 1 second. We'll bring you back when we're all ready. Okay, I'm bringing you back. This is why you want to strain the mulberry, because the mulberry seeds will do there. And I strained this 4 or 5 times, however long it takes, until there's no more seeds left. And then I will use my 2 pitchers. Then I want to add my sugar and ready to drink, or no sugar at all, whatever you want to do. So, and then I just dump on the sink that's got the garbage disposal side. I just tap it till it's cleaned out. Okay, we'll bring it back. Okay, we are back and we're done. I ended up with those 2 half-pint jars and 1 quart of the cranberry juice. The cranberry made 1 whole container plus this extra gas, which that's going to be my drink for the rest of the day. The strawberry lemonade filled it all up. Of course, I did add water, and I added my own sugar for a sweetener. Okay, and 1 mulberry, and I have 1 bag left. So to me, this is a win-win situation. And then I'm going to bring you to one more item, and then this will be the last for this review video. Here is that baggie. This was just a baggie on the outside of a freezer bag. And when I made some of my freezer meals and I ripped, the bag tore. Okay, but it tore near the top so it didn't spill or anything. But to be on the safe side, because I didn't want to ruin or waste the whole thing, I just put it in a Ziploc gallon-sized baggie, stuck it in the freezer because I had already labeled everything and all that. So this wasn't even dirty. So no sense in wasting my bag. So I got this little stuff from Temu, which I love it. This just lays on the back of my butcher block. Let me show you with my knives. See that? And just sits on the back. Nobody even knows it's back there but me. So that's a little tray. That's to, and here's the water to drip the excess water that drips on it. Then you stick them in here. Stick this one in there. And you've got a drip drain for your baggie. I'm going to leave this right here. And I've never had any, just a couple little drops. But because I have used this many times. And you could use any size baggie, it didn't matter. I even did it on my little snack bags. So anyway, this is now my take on a few of the items that I have purchased through Temu. I'm extremely pleased with every single item but one. And if once I went in there and I read the item, was that little red spoon. It did say it had a thicker in the inside, but they never showed it in the demo how flimsy the tip of the spoon is. And I wanted the tip of the spoon to be more firm, like the handle is. But that's on me. That's not on them. Well, it could be on them because they could have. Some of these videos, they go into really great detail with these stuff, and some of them they don't. But it's like anything else. It's a marketing ploy. I know it. But I'm extremely pleased with all the Temu products. I thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up and share my video. I'm close to 500 subscribers. Woohoo! You take care. We see you in the next one. Bye-bye.